Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ken Frederick Podcast, episode 65, championship presentations and more sports. Just what you wanted to hear and see. So if you just stumbled across us on the interwebs, check us out at kfpodcast.com, at KF Podcast on Facebook, at Ken Fred Podcast on the Twitter, and then at Ken Frederick Podcast on the Instagrams. So we got a lot of people here today.
Yeah, full house.
Full house. So.
Hi, I'm Don.
Yeah, everyone.
Why don't you say what team you represent?
Oh, yeah, because we're going to do a little fantasy football talk.
Yes.
And recap our season of the podcast.
Yeah.
So just stop listening now.
Yeah, stop listening now.
The first one was so critically acclaimed, we thought we'd do it again.
It was award-nominated.
Award-winning
episode.
Episode ever.
Yep.
So our fantasy football names, I'm Don, and I was the Autobots.
I'm John. I was the First Order Troopers.
The cheese here with the cheesemongers.
This is Brock with the yellow helmets.
Rob with runs like a girly.
And I'm Ken. I was full-blown clown sex.
One of the best names ever. Can we tell a quick story how you got out that name?
Yeah.
Me and Ken used to watch Baggage late at night after we would
Brock
leave the
used to
comic
hang around
store.
for it. Was the three of us. Yeah.
We'd sit there and watch Baggage at like 3 o'clock in the morning after hanging out here and watching wrestling. And one day there was a guy, and he opened up his secret. It was Jerry Springer's the host, right?
Yeah.
And he opens up his baggage, his secret, and it said, "I engage in full-blown clown sex." And the girl was like, "I don't want nothing to do with that," and got rid of him. And Ken was like, "That's my fantasy football team name from now on."
And when I switched it, I won.
Yeah.
And every year.
You've won like a bunch.
Yeah.
That's
It's good luck. Full-blown clown sex is good luck for
And
me.
he has a picture of like 2 girls in clown makeup as like his profile pic. And Alex walks by the other day and goes, "What's that?" And I was like, nothing.
I found the image of the guy with the suitcase,
Yeah.
but it doesn't fit right in Yahoo Sports to have the case to say it, so I have to use those 2 chicks.
It's a good
It's
time.
it's the cleanest picture I can find with that name.
It's a great name. It's a great name.
All right.
So yeah, fantasy football.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about the league. So you have things you want to talk about, so I'm going to let you kind of
Stats.
Stats. Statman Carruthers.
Well, yeah, because I do a lot of work for this show. So, so our fantasy football was not very popular, but we had fun doing it. And Rob actually has a good story about when we were doing the draft. We had the draft. We had me, Ken, Rob, Justin here. Brock and John were on the phone.
Yes.
That day. They
And
dialed
my
in.
nephews, who were probably going to get cut because they didn't care. They were in last place.
Yeah, they were last.
Get rid of them.
Me and my nephews were in last place.
But when we were doing the draft, go ahead, Rob.
At some point in time during the draft, it had to be like 5th round. We started to kind of see
Something was wrong.
Some high-profile players weren't where they should be. They were
Right.
still available in the draft, and they were. It just wasn't right. And we mentioned it. I think we mentioned it while we were
did.
still recording.
Like, why is this guy projected to have 300 points?
I think
You had a kick returner that was projected to have 350 points
There
in
were
one
a
game.
few of those, who's this guy, and this must be a rookie type of situation. But we came to the conclusion after it was all said and done.
Did I f*** it up? Right down the time.
So Ken managed to put in 1 point for every return yard rather than for every 10
And then there was like some
return
insane
yards.
bonus also in there that they were getting like 50 points of bonus or something like that for going over 10 yards. It was crazy.
I messed up a lot.
Because remember, you had pointed out there was a guy we never heard of, and you were like,
I used him as my last pick.
You're like,
and
who's this
immediately
guy?
dropped him.
Everybody needs this guy. He's projected to get like an insane 50,000 points
He was
this year.
running kicks back for Detroit. I mean, Antonio Brown was up there, but he was running stuff back for the Steelers.
Yeah.
So
I
it
chose
kind
him
of
first
made
overall.
sense.
Yeah.
I gotta look at who was on my team while we're talking.
Go ahead. So we agreed that when we had this thing that, whoever was the winner, and we'll get to who the winner is in a minute.
Yes.
But whoever won, we would go out to eat. So we're going to head up Permane Brothers after this and buy you, this person, a sandwich. That's your reward.
Everyone get pitches in 250. We're good.
The main part is you're getting the title belt, which Ken and I created.
So if everyone remembers in the first episode, we were talking about having a belt that we were going to bet things on. I bought a belt. I did nothing with it. And I figured we'll just turn it into Fantasy Football Podcast.
And he gave it to me because he said, let's work on this. I said, give it to me. I'll do it. Cause
And that's why he does everything, is he doesn't like to share, and he just wants to do everything himself.
you wouldn't have done anything.
Oh, shut up.
You said, bring some stuff in. I'll work on it this week. I said, nah.
I worked 50 hours in 4 days. I had plenty of time.
So we put the belt together, and I was showing you stuff along the way. You gave me some pointers, and it looks good. And we're going to pass it down winner to winner each year if we keep, God willing, keep doing it. So we'll present that to the winner here in a little bit. But the season, Brock had the best record.
Like a crazy good record.
Good record. He was what, 13-0?
13-0 to start. Then in week 14, the 72 Dolphins popped the champagne. Perfect season came to an end.
And who beat you first?
Rob.
I did.
No one can see hand.
Oh, sorry. I was raising my hand.
It's audio.
The only thing that I got out of this season was the fact that I took down the Patriots.
And then you beat him after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost the last 2 games of the season.
Ken, you out of all 6 of us here, you came in the worst.
Worst. I was in last place. I went 4-11.
You're between the Lincolnheimers.
Yep, me and the Lincolnheimer.
I was really horrible because I was 2-10 in this league. And then I won my last 3, and I was like, "Man, I might actually make the playoffs." I'm like, "Oh no, I can't catch Rob over there."
Yeah,
but,
Rob.
at least I finished respectively at the end of the season.
There was definitely a line of demarcation that, like, me and you weren't ever making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we didn't even try, and it was rough.
It was a rough year, I think, for fantasy football.
I thought it was alright.
There were very few players that really ran away and had a lot of points.
Right.
It was just kind of spread around.
I had Drew Brees and Brandon Cooks, who they just connected. They were who kept me through it.
Who did
all
you draft
season.
number 1?
What
in
does he
this
cook?
I can't remember who I took
Can't
number
remember.
1.
You took Antonio Brown. Who'd you take?
Todd Gurley.
I
That's
can look.
right. And how?
Terrible.
Terrible. That's
I
right.
took him in
Todd
another
Gurley
league.
was a
Miserable.
Who was your number 1 pick in this league?
DeAndre Hopkins. That was just
Who was yours?
Mine was Aaron Rodgers. Cheese's was David Johnson, running back for Arizona.
Right.
And
And
who
he
was
did-
it
and he
now?
did pretty well.
Mine was Gronk, wasn't it?
I think it was, you idiots.
And he had a horrible year. He was
Got hurt. Yeah,
he
yours
was
was
injured
Gronk.
the whole year, barely played. It was terrible. He sat on my bench. And you know what it was bad about him? Is he's on that can't cut list.
Oh, yeah.
Can't do anything with it. It's
Yeah.
like
Who was the first overall pick?
Me.
Antonio
And you
Brown.
took
Antonio
Antonio.
Brown.
So it was a
It was a solid pick,
legitimate
yeah.
Yeah, because I took him in your league. I
Yeah.
was in a league with John, and it was the only points I would get.
Yeah.
Because I was horrible in your league.
Yeah, you got trounced.
And
in
the
that
only,
one, too.
I'd have Antonio Brown have 18 points. Everybody else have none. It's terrible.
Unless Laundry Jones was out there throwing to him.
Oh, laundry.
But it ended up being Brock made the playoffs, Justin made the playoffs, John and Rob made the playoffs.
Yes.
So then the first round, Brock played Rob, and he beat him, which I screwed up when I wrote it down here. I wrote that he beat him 160-13.
I saw that. I was like,
He beat him 160
shit.
to 130.
He decided to
put
bench all his
anybody in.
players that
A
day.
little bit of a better showing than that.
Were you even following it still by then?
Yeah, well,
he
yeah,
was, because
I
he wanted.
was.
He came in the shop a couple times.
Yeah.
I wanted to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because I figured I could, everything changes in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Right.
matter if
It's all
you're
this
13
season.
and 0.
And then Cheese played John, and he beat him 174 to 100
Yeah, that was
for
a
his
whipping.
virgin season of fantasy football here.
That was a nice whipping.
Yeah, that was a whooping. What happened in that? Just who went off for you that week?
That I had, I think I started LaShawn McCoy. He had a big week that week. David Johnson had a big week. I'm trying to think who.
Shady had a good season this year.
He did have a really good season, and he was a late season. I picked him up. Somebody cut him at some point, and I picked him up because he wasn't still available in the draft. So
Interesting.
And in the finals, we had Brock versus Justin, and Brock won 96 to 81.
Probably my lowest scoring appearance of the season.
I was going to say
Mr.
that
Yellow
was-
Helmets, who was fitting because you had the best record all year long. It was only fitting that you won.
Yes.
Absolutely.
First round draft pick.
First round draft pick.
Most points.
Most
and I got
points.
vengeance on the 2 people who defeated me in the regular season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Stomped on them on their way to the championship.
Took him out. So you know what that means. You win the belt.
Do we get to hit some music?
Are you going to give me a drum roll somewhere in there?
I'll throw a drum roll in there.
All right, so I don't have to do a drum
I'm
roll.
over here. I'm getting the belt. It's hidden in the
It's in
special
a beautiful
case.
felt
It's
bag.
in a beautiful felt bag.
Why is he hiding it from us?
No, I was making sure the one thing
Pre-rank.
didn't fall off. Okay, you
Fifth.
ready?
So Todd Gurley was ranked 5th overall, and then he finished
84th.
in 84th place.
Ready? Drum roll, please, Justin.
He's been doing the drum roll the entire
He's
time.
been doing it the entire time.
Extended drum roll.
Here you go.
Ooh, it's a beautiful belt.
So you notice,
little bedazzling.
You notice on it in WWE style, we are putting each year, the winners will go down the belt here.
That's
Okay.
not WWE style. They don't write the name of all the winners.
Shut up.
We can do that.
Meaning you get nameplates like they do on there.
Ooh.
So I cuss. That's Brock's symbol for his website. So I put Brock's symbol over there, and then I put you over there. Everything else is in there, and
And yellow font for the yellow helmets.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the yellow helmet font.
Beautiful
So how do
belt.
you take this out?
It's permanent.
It's permanent.
'Cause that's never gonna
You
change.
give it to me, and I change it. So if you think you win
Smack
next year,
talk has begun.
and have to put your F and Ken symbol in there and
Yeah.
in your thing, I'll handle that. And then in a nice, hopefully we keep playing. We'll have a whole list of names.
I like a good belt ceremony.
And there he goes.
I love the metallic stickers.
Yes, I was just going to comment on that.
You like the
Very
metallic
nice.
stickers?
Is there an extender available so I can wear it?
Yeah, there is the Mark Henry extender.
You have
it's tough
to-
wear. You have to put it over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's definitely
Right
shoulder
now.
material.
Yeah,
Here we go.
there you go.
We're gonna have to get a picture of this.
Yeah, we'll have to get a picture.
Oh yeah,
of
that's
you with
nice.
That. We'll do that. We'll do that after.
All right.
And there you go.
Belt and present.
Let's
You
sit
can
this
just
here
loop
in
it in
front
your
of me.
hoodie pockets and make it look like you're wearing it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Oh, I have the zipper.
Oh, ruins everything.
So there you go. You like the gems on there in the
That's nice.
football?
I like that you drumbled out.
Do you like I took out Intercontinental Champion and WWE
Wow.
and all that?
A lot more work was put into this than necessary.
There was a lot of work put into
I was
that.
just going to give you the Intercontinental belt.
Ken is just going to give you the Intercontinental belt, and that's all you hold.
Yep, that's it.
Customized for you, man.
All right. This will
So,
have a spot.
you
It's the
have
only
to-
award I've ever won in my life.
It's a major award.
There's only one rule: is you have to have it like out, shown off. In
Like
your
when
house.
when we draft next year, you have to have that thing sitting on you in front of you. You
Yeah,
know,
it's a
wear
thing.
it around.
You
Gotta keep.
I can make an extender for this.
And if stuff falls off it,
I have
it's
to
your
replace it.
responsibility to super glue it back on. As you can see, I still have remnants of super glue all over my fingers for making it this week.
I'm just happy there's no glitter on it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no glitter.
he wanted to. I thought he was going to spray paint the entire thing red like the
Yeah.
Universal
He was
belt.
he was
Because he's like,
confused.
I got to spray paint some stuff red. I go, you're spraying.
Well, see, because the insides of it here, like when I popped it out, it was just like regular gold. I popped the black out, and then that way I could write on it. So I had the masking tape the entire belt so that I could, because you can't paint regular paint over that plastic. I had to
So
use
much work.
I had to use this.
Believe me. We were going to WWE that one time when you were making signs that
Yeah.
one whole night. Like,
Yeah, I
was
take
hours.
pride. So I had to spray paint him. So I had to, and Alex is sitting there watching me do it. He's like, "This is gonna take a while." I'm like, yeah, but you gotta look good. I'm gonna spray paint the inside, make it look nice.
I'm glad paid you to do that. Oh, you're going to bleep out where you work?
Yeah, we'll bleep out where I work. Isn't that much better than Ken just handing you the belt inside
is.
the package, not
is.
even out of the package yet?
Then I can return it to the store.
You know what else is even good that I did? See
Oh,
these
God.
right here? I printed these out, and then I put them on here. Then I put a piece of laminate over it so that they won't peel off. And then I had to paint that one because I got red all over.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I just have to keep it so we never have to change
We'll have to take
it.
some photos of it so I can put it up while we're talking about it.
Speaking of never changing the name on the belt, we can talk about how I won your other league.
Yeah, all right. So we'll talk about that. So what's your acceptance speech here, dude?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I have something prepared here.
Oh, here we go. In true Brock Atkinson fashion, he's going to play a song and clap his hands together and talk about how great he is.
Happy New Year to all, including to my many enemies and those who have fought me and lost so badly.
This is a Ric Flair speech.
They just don't know what to do. Love. Actually, that was Donald Trump's Happy New Year's message to everybody.
That's how I do it.
I thought it was Ric Flair.
It's easily confused.
It's easily confused.
Our president-elect and a
I thought you.
16-time world
I thought you were
champion.
gonna do. I'm not done gloating.
I'm definitely not done gloating.
That's
but
when he wins it next year, because
Yeah.
that's when he was two-time
I'll be a
champion.
two-time champ, but
Yeah.
Is that the speech where he's talking about and he goes 3 times WCW and Dorian he's up to like 6 titles.
Yes,
I
that's
think
it.
that was that one.
Yeah,
a
that was
great
him and Mr. Perfect were going off. I posted a video when I won in your league the second time.
So when me, Brock, and Ken, when we used to leave here on Thursdays when we all worked here, we would go home and like my wife and us, we'd play cards every Thursday night. and so competitive. And he used to get, and Brock's the most annoying person to play cards with.
Any game with.
When he
Yeah.
would win, he'd have his
Music.
victory music queued up. So we'd win that hand, he'd hit the music, and he'd stand up and he'd do this.
And he'd start clapping his hands real weirdly, like
it'd
a
be
good
like-
chicken.
What's great is I'm a good loser. I can lose, but I am the absolute worst winner in the world.
And
Story
he
about
got
him and
me-
his wife, real
He
quick.
got, okay, go ahead.
He introduces his wife to us and brings him over for cards, and he was merciless on her.
Just destroying her.
Didn't tell her
His
the
girlfriend
rules.
at the time.
Yeah. Just was like, oh, you're real stupid.
And then she would go, oh, I'm going to put this 2 down. He'd be like, you can't put that card down, you idiot. That's not the right card. We were like, this is never going to last. Like, you're just, and she was red-faced. It was like, well, I don't understand the rules. And we were like, oh, we're never going to see her
And then
again.
Brock would win and in her face start doing the clap thing, like in her, like right in her face.
So one day, me, him, and Saber are playing, and I almost have him beat. And I was like, all right, all I need is this one more card. And all of a sudden, he puts his cards on, and he starts doing that. I got so mad, I threw all the cards, and I left. And I was like, I'm going to go get milk.
You
and I
left when? In the middle of a blizzard.
and a blizzard happened. I was like, almost got stuck out on the roads. And they were like, where did he go? Did he die? You know, I used to we used to flip the table over, throw the cards.
I knew what buttons to push.
It used to get me so mad. We used to get so angry.
That's great.
It was funny. And then we would play Yahtzee, and then I would post the wrong score.
Yahtzee's the best game.
I was
There's
so
no
happy.
skill involved.
So happy I won. I posted the card, and everybody was like, you had it wrong, dipshit. They're like, you got like 800 points. You can't even score that much in Yahtzee. Just so happy to
For
win.
2,000 points. That's not how that works.
Oh, good time.
But yeah, it was a good season.
It was. To get sidetracked on cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get sidetracked playing that.
I was happy to defeat the Cheese in the finals.
I'm
He
glad that
deserved
you're. Congratulations
Thank you.
on the first season of the Ken Frederick Podcast.
I was like, I liked making yours because you have a symbol,
I do.
and it was easy to
So
find.
now what you guys need to do for next year
Is get a symbol.
is create a
Well, you
logo
know,
for
if he
yourself.
won, there's just going to be a big chunk of cheese in there.
An actual piece of cheese.
Yeah, it's real cheese.
See, don't you want to take those out? I want to know, like, how well they're
They
in
don't
there.
come out. You have to leave it to me. I'm the guy that goes and switches them.
In 10 seasons, there's going to be a stack 2 inches tall.
like the poster.
yeah.
All right,
protruding out.
so we have another league that Ken and I are in. And this one, Brock actually used to be in this one too a while back. We used to go to Hooters
Yeah.
and do our draft always every year. It's our bigger money league, and Ken has won it 3 out of the 4 years since we started the title belt. So let me
Yes.
do another title belt.
Woohoo!
This is Ken's belt.
I also like that yours is white because this one's black. And then we can, if you win both, it's like different.
There you go.
Different belts.
There you go.
See, that's sharp.
And see, as you can see, because I used to write the names on there in
Oh,
gold
you got the
Sharpie,
thing, okay.
I took them off and cleaned them with turpentine. It's a whole process. I had shit all over the floor.
Over $16 foam
Yeah.
belt.
Hey, they don't
just
make
gonna-
that belt anymore.
it's
You
just
can't
gonna
buy that
disintegrate.
anywhere because it was all in like gold permanent like
Yeah.
thing, and I took it all out. I cleaned it and everything, and put the stickers because they all smudged. You couldn't read them.
Oh, okay.
And then the champion goes in the middle.
Well, the last champion, who shall not be named,
Yeah.
didn't take care of it.
So we had to get it off her and bring it back to him. He's won it 3 times. It's amazing. He keeps winning it.
And I always go I end the season 7-8, squeaking the playoffs, and then
And I've always wanted to win it so I can have it that I put so much work into, and I've never had it.
Nope.
It definitely looks like it's very difficult for you to hand it over to him.
It is. It's tough. I want them both. I was posing with the 2 of them in the mirror. I'm like, I want both of these next year.
See, that's why I want the belts, because in a league with a friend of mine, I gotta order it still. But
Well, we're big wrestling fans,
Yeah.
so we love belts. You know,
I want to be able to have like 6 belts from all my fantasy football winnings. But
title belts are good.
I
title
didn't
belts
get
are
any
always
for
fun.
Travis's league.
Dumbass Travis.
You ain't getting $10 from me either.
Travis in his league. No, we're just kidding, Travis. We love you.
He doesn't listen to this. We don't like him.
Yes.
I love you, Travis.
So let's talk players, like we were saying. So I one thing for me, my worst pick I had this year was Gronk.
And you went all in on every league
because I
that
thought
played
he
with
was
you.
going to have a big year, and he was so unhealthy.
That was your first pick.
Yeah.
It was his first pick in multiple leagues.
I mean,
think.
last year when I played against him the year before, I got killed by him.
Mm-hmm.
When he was healthy, every game they were throwing him. I'm like, oh my god, I remember what he did last year. I'm going with him this year. I always pick stupid running backs that I'm like Gurley and Jamal Charles. How many times is he a top number 1 pick and he's hurt 3 games in? But I don't. Who was like one of your big busts?
Todd Gurley was literally across several leagues.
Was he hurt this year?
No. It's just that the team,
It was the offense. The offense was
the offense
horrendous.
was terrible. Like, I don't know whether his rookie season he had an offensive line to run behind that completely changed. I mean, I watched the Hard Knocks. It didn't seem like they were having that big of a struggle with the offensive
He just
line.
really wasn't that good.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
called them out. They said that they were running a middle school offense.
right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Preseason rank, like we said a little bit ago, 5th. Finished the season at 84th.
Wow.
Wow.
So, definitely not number 1 pick material.
No.
Wouldn't be a keeper. That's for sure.
Let's go around. Who was your best and who was your worst? Your best pickup, your worst pickup.
I didn't really have any bad pickups.
Oh,
Did you even do any roster baiting?
No, not really. It was
I
an
love
expert
I love
draft.
that phrase.
Roster baiting is a great move. It's a great word. I do it all the time.
I gotta steal that.
I got so many garbage points from Andrew
Thank
Luck toward the end of every game,
He was full of garbage time.
so it was perfect.
yeah.
I mean, he carried me through 2 leagues actually, and Antonio Brown was great. Didn't really have, just consistent people, like 10
Antonio
points
Bryan?
a game. Yeah, Antonio Bryan.
I just screwed that up. How about you? Who's your best and worst?
I think the best pick was my first pick. I got David Johnson, and again, same with Brock. I had a halfway decent draft. I made a few moves during the season, and some people got hurt, and I dropped somebody, picked somebody up, but I didn't really have anybody that was just a total bust.
Yeah.
How about you?
Mine was DeAndre Hopkins. Brock Osweiler just killed him. He was scoring like 2, 3,
Yeah, he was.
4 points.
Yeah, that's
It
rough.
was just absolutely miserable.
Osweiler stinks.
I would just sit there and look at him like, what? Just do something, like poke him. Come on.
Who was your best?
My best, I slid Tom Brady in there in about like the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah, because everybody
Yeah.
stayed away from him with
Suspension.
being suspended.
I like that little slide in.
It's
the
a
side
perfect
door
time,
move.
too, because if you
Yeah.
get a guy that's got an early buy or something, and you're like, oh, here you go. Here
Mm-hmm.
comes.
Because I had Russell Wilson also.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing much of anything at the beginning of the
Yeah,
season.
he took off end of the year.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did pretty well.
My surprise pickup was Jordan Howard from the Bears,
That was a
who
good
like I saw him get in a couple games. I'm like, I'm gonna get him. He might be good. And then by the end of the year, now he's in the Pro Bowl.
one. Yeah,
because
I
he had
picked him
such.
up in another league.
It's such. He was scoring a lot, and Kirk Cousins worked out really well for me.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins was exploding like mid-season.
Oh, that week you beat me was all Cousins. He had like 62 points that game or something.
My biggest bust was Cam Newton. I thought he had a bad.
That was
year.
my biggest bust, too.
Yeah.
I had him
I
in
told
a
you
couple
that too.
leagues.
Yeah, Newton was a no-show this year. Him and Alshon Jeffrey for the Bears was horrible. How about yours?
My bust was also Cam Newton. In your league, I think I went and picked up Matt Stafford off the. I won the league with Matt Stafford as quarterback because I was just needed a quarterback to score some points.
Yeah, and he was scoring at the end.
Yeah, but then the guy that got me so much was Tyreek Hill from Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
he was murdering people, and that's how I snuck in the playoffs and then won because he was getting me 20-some points a game. So,
Yeah, he's explosive.
so,
He's going to be a handful for the Steelers this week.
Yeah, he is.
How about yours, Rob?
Gurley was my bust, but my top 4 picks: Todd Gurley, AJ Green, Le'Veon Bell, and Jeremy Langford. So
Yeah.
Bell was out for the first 4 games.
Langford
so that
was
put me in
horrible
a
this
hole.
year.
Langford wasn't worth it. Green got hurt like 5 times.
Bell exploded at the end of the year. Though.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
Christ,
the
that one game when he had
Yep.
like 4 touchdowns or whatever, he scored like in our league, I think, because that was a playoff league. My first round of the playoffs going against the champ from last year. She had him. He had 75 points. I was like, I'm already in a hole with 75 points.
Yeah.
I did so many roster moves those first 4 weeks because Gurley couldn't pick up the slack for
Yeah.
Bell
Nothing.
being out.
Yeah,
So I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough.
So when you start dismantling a team in the first few weeks, you know you're not
You know
having
you're
a good
done.
season.
Hey, you were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Did.
So, speaking of this Hill dude from Kansas City, we kind of went around our football one. We did our playoff one. We did some predictions.
Yep.
I wanted to get your guys' input. Who do you like? And give me your predictions. AFC, NFC. Who do you like making it to the championships, Super Bowl?
I think the Cowboys are going to be tough in the NFC. I hope they don't because the Steelers took the record last week.
So you
for
think
most
Green Bay
playoff
goes down
wins.
there and the Cowboys beat them?
Yeah.
What do you like in Atlanta and?
I like Atlanta. I think they're explosive. I think that they don't play defense, but you put 50 points on the scoreboard and it's hard to overcome that.
Yeah.
So I mean, how many times did they were in shootouts? We saw the most points in the NFL a couple of weeks this year.
Who'd you have in the Super Bowl in the NFC? Dallas.
Dallas.
How about the AFC?
I like the Steelers. I just I
'Cause
have
you have a
to- I
Steeler hat on?
I have to say that, but the Patriots are going to be hard to beat. That's always the
So you
way
have
it is.
Pittsburgh and New England playing.
Mhm.
Who do you have winning that?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Dallas.
Yeah.
See?
You have Pittsburgh winning it all then.
Don't
Yeah.
mock our guests.
That's what I said when we did the draft.
Yeah.
I said Steelers win the Super Bowl, so I'm going to stick with it.
Well, let's
Might
get
as well.
insight from someone else wearing a Steelers hat. Who do you like? Who do you like in the NFC?
In the NFC, I like Green Bay.
Green Bay beating Dallas.
Aaron Rodgers is just on fire right
He
now.
is on
The
fire.
Hail Mary at the
Him
halftime,
playing-
stuff like that
Yeah.
just makes you think
He
they're
plays Tecmo Bowl.
chosen.
Yeah, he does.
When he was scrambling in the pocket last week, he looked like you were playing Tekken. He's like forward, back, left, right,
Yeah.
back, bomb.
Back 30 yards,
Yeah,
bomb,
yeah, yeah. I was like,
touchdown.
jeez.
It's like slant route, slant route, slant route, bomb.
Yeah.
And that Ty McKenzie, I mean, he came on strong.
Oh, yeah,
he
he
was a
did.
receiver.
Yeah.
He picked up the slack in the running game. I like them. I think they're going to be tough. I think Dallas is way too inexperienced in the
Right.
playoffs and things like that. I mean, the Giants handled them. I was kind of sad to see the Giants go down.
Yeah.
I kind of like them.
We'll
But-
discuss that here in a second.
Oh.
But, I mean,
Foreshadowing.
Green Bay, Atlanta in the NFC, Pittsburgh, New England, AFC Championship.
Who you got in the Super Bowl?
It's a Green Bay Pittsburgh matchup.
Either
Again.
way,
Yes.
are we getting
Yeah.
revenge?
Who wins?
Pittsburgh.
I love picking him in here. It's all we hear.
It's a homer thing to say.
Yeah.
But I just love the way they're playing. If
Yeah.
you come into the playoffs on fire,
Yeah.
it's hard to put out. Kansas City is going to be super tough to beat in that stadium with the Kool-Aid man down there on the sideline. It's just going to be a raucous atmosphere. And
They already stepped on the towel
Yeah,
this
they did.
week. They jinxed himself.
Yeah.
yes,
And if Houston pulls a miracle and beats New England,
God, I
we'll
hope.
have an AFC Championship game in Pittsburgh.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So-
I'm down with that.
All right. There, you heard it here first, kids.
Houston's defense has to step it up.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted, because all week watching sports this week, everybody can't stop talking about the Beckham on the boat stuff and how bad he was in the game.
He's
and
on
all
a
that.
boat, man.
What do you guys think about it? Do you think that had anything to do with how bad he played?
No,
No.
I don't. I mean, pitchers got taken of him. You know, so how many other players are out doing the same type of stuff where they're just not profiled? I mean,
Well,
out in clubs in the middle. You know, at
One
night.
person I saw made a good point about it was because you were down there doing that and let yourself get pictures and you posed for pictures. He said it wasn't like someone was like had a lens and was taking one.
Yeah.
You were posing with your shoes and your.
It looked like an album cover.
It looked like an album cover. You open yourself up to that.
Oh yeah.
Jodeci
Because-
album cover.
It is. It really is.
Because if you don't do that, then no one's going to bring it up.
Yep.
When you do that and you lose and you drop the ball 3 times, now everybody's going to talk about it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The Crying Jordan memes, I absolutely love them. With the Crying Jordans on the hands, and then they were on the Timberlands, and it was on the boat.
Did you see the crying Jordan face inside the wall, the
Yes.
hole he made in the wall? Because he punched the wall in the Giants in the Green Bay locker room when he left, and he was mad in the back. And then they put Aaron Rodgers' face peeking out, and they had crying Jordan. Then they saw Aaron Rodgers as crying Jordan. I was like, this is just getting out of control. I don't know even what it's supposed to be.
I personally think it's silly. It's definitely in the wrong for doing it, and I think he lost focus, and that's why I think they thought they could
I
go
felt
up
like
there.
he lost focus. He didn't look like he was into that game at all.
He was dropping balls left and right.
Easy ones too.
Yeah,
You don't go from New York to Miami, then to Green Bay.
yeah.
It's a totally different
Yeah.
climate change
Yeah.
there also.
You don't go to train in Miami and then go play in 0-degree Green Bay.
I just think there's a lot more players in the NFL now that are me players, not team players.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
I mean, I'm
totally.
a huge Steeler fan, but Antonio Brown is a me player.
Yeah.
He's a me player. And
Well, no.
Beckham is a me player.
Yeah.
And that's all
Well, yeah,
it was.
because you can see after the game, the two of them are hugging and
Taking shirts off.
taking shirts off and trading shirts. It's what was it? Des Bryant and Beckham having like a tickle fight before the game, and that rolling around on the floor. Like, what are you doing? You should hate each other. You're
No,
the Cowboys in Dallas.
Le'Veon Bell did the same thing with Jarvis Landry, like throughout the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was, after Bud Dupree's hit on you know, the grocery bagger from Miami.
Yeah.
It was war, but they were still
Like
Flirting with
playing
each other.
grab ass and
Yeah.
everything.
No, I don't expect it to be like NFL films, Frozen Tundra of Lambeau Field, where they talk about the Steelers hating Dow, all that kind of
Right.
stuff. But I want them high fiving and like.
Yeah, after the game, it's fine.
Yeah.
After the game, I have no problem with it. But during the game, when they're, I mean, what was it? The one Beckham game, I saw him on a sideline, or I forget which game it was, and somebody was like, it may have been him, and he was like happy when he saw like the other team score, and was
Yeah.
like
his
smiling,
boy.
like
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was
one of
him.
his boys, like happy about it. Like, what are you happy about it for?
Yeah, I don't get it.
He got attacked by the kicking net.
Oh, that was great.
That was the best.
Kick the kicking net.
He had a
amazing.
rough year.
He did.
He looked like a fool.
did.
His actions made him look like a fool all year.
Yeah.
But I was going to say something else, but I forget now. Oh, well.
All right.
There weren't any big stories in the NFL this year. You know what I mean?
No, no, I mean-
suspensions came in, ended,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everything
Brady's
was
revenge against the league,
pretty
Yeah.
quiet.
slaying people since he
You knew
returned.
that
Right.
was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He was just sitting there waiting.
nobody went crazy with end zone dances. I mean,
Yeah.
We're never going to have a cell phone or a Sharpie out. Like,
Terrell Owens.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Ochocinco.
for me, I think it was a very boring season.
It was.
It
I
took
think,
a while
I think
to-
we said that going in.
Yeah.
There was.
I mean, I
no-
think, well, obviously
nobody
for,
was pumped
for me,
up.
my team sucked so bad this year that it was like I was done with them after week 2, where you guys had a good last 7 games.
the catch to save Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, talk a little bit about what your expectation of your Bears are for next season.
I think they're going to be absolutely horrible again.
They still have Baby Cutlet?
I don't know. I mean, Alshon Jeffrey predicted I'm winning the Super Bowl next year.
When's he getting traded to
But
New
I
England?
said he never said which team, because everybody was like, "Wow, Alshon's saying we're going to win next year." I'm like, he never said which team. He said he's winning the Super Bowl. Like, he may go to New England next year and be a superstar there. I think they're going to be horrible again. It's a long road. Long road.
Did they change quarterbacks?
I don't know who the hell's going to take Cutler. He's still under contract. He's still owed a lot of money. Who wants that? Who are you going to dump that on? Hey, you want this thing
Well,
for
I mean,
a
Cleveland.
this cigarette smoking quarterback? Cleveland's going to go after Tony Romo.
Slow mo.
Yeah, I'd like the Bears to get Romo. I don't know.
I think he takes one hit and he's done.
It's better than Cutler, who gets a hang now and he's done for 6 games.
What do they draft?
And then sits on the
They'll be
sideline
drafting
smoking
top
cigarettes
5.
complaining.
Yeah, they'll be drafting
top
high.
5.
They're drafting number 3.
Deshaun Watson could
They're,
fall.
they're gonna
Cleveland's
screw.
stupid.
They're gonna screw this up too. Watch, because the last time they drafted high, I think the last time they had a draft pick that high, I don't know who they got, but it was terrible. I mean, they haven't had a good top pick in a long time. Guys that have been good for them, like Forte and these other people, they are all like 3rd round picks, and
They're all surprises.
yeah. So anyway, any other stories we want to touch before we leave?
Touch. No, I think this has wrapped us up.
All right.
Much better than the last fantasy football
Good.
episode.
Well, hey, Brock, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
congrats.
John and Rob, thanks for coming out.
Yeah,
No problem.
Now we're gonna go to Permanis because I'm starving.
yes.
There
I'm
we
going
go.
for the double meat and egg.
All
tonight.
right.
Well, I got money for this.
Whoa, easy there,
Nobody said anything
champ.
about
Next
it.
year, be like 2 eggs. Gonna be able to handle it.
Side of fries, getting out of control. All right, Kenny.
All right, everybody, please like, share, subscribe, invite and subscribe is huge because we're so close to getting 100 people on the YouTubes. So please let your friends know. Punch them in the groin and tell them to sign up on the YouTube.
Thanks, everybody.
Later.
Bye.